G'day, I'm Mal Leyland. Now, a lot of people probably remember that name from the Leyland brothers, and of course I am one of the Leyland brothers. My brother Mike and I travelled all over the countryside, as you might say, making films now for more than 50 years. Unfortunately, my brother Mike died a few years ago, and so too did my wife Lorraine. A lot of you might remember Lorraine. We used to travel around. She was the blonde one that was running around in the bikinis a lot. A lot of the blokes will probably remember her. But at any rate, the long and the short of it is that I'm now living on my own, and I decided I wanted to live somewhere where I felt safe, but where I could still hop in my truck and go off and do the trips I liked doing when I was ready to do it. So I came here to this remarkable little village where there's quite a lot of privacy, but also the security, where when you do go away, and I do have a truck and I'll take off shortly to go around Australia, but when I do that, it means that I know that everything's safe and secure when I'm gone. That's one of the advantages of living in a place like this. So I'm going to give you a look around and show you what you could do, and I'll give you a look through my house too, what you could do if you came here to be a resident in this place. I'm sure that if you made that decision, it'd be a good one. I think it is. Like a small country town village, every resident has the privacy and security they would like, but more importantly, their own home provides garaging for a car and, depending on which villa they live in, 2 or 3 bedrooms. Walking down the villas here, you can see there are a number of different ones. Some are much larger than others. The one I've got is one of the smallest ones, but then I'm only on my own, so I don't need a bigger one. But we've all got our own garages, we've got a bit of common ground. There's also a meeting hall here, a place where everyone can gather, and they do have regular meetings there. If I was to suggest that this was to everybody, I'd probably be wrong. But for me, at the moment, at my stage of life, it works out perfectly. And I would hope that if you're interested in coming here, come and have a look at it for yourself. You'll soon see what I'm talking about. As well as the buildings, the complex has an extensive park-like area, complete with walking tracks, gardens and shady trees. The palms evoke a tropical feel to the place, so wandering out to stretch the legs is not just invigorating, it's like escaping to the more northerly regions of Queensland. Well, on the inside of the house, we've got an entrance hallway. I've got a garage over this side here, quite big. I can get the car in there, and it's quite a large four-wheel drive, but it just fits actually. And then when I walk down the hall into this room, I'm into the lounge and dining room. But in my case, I've also got my office desk set up over here, so I can do my editing. I'll show you through the rest of the house in a second. The house consists basically of a single room here in the lounge dining area. Of course, we do have nice windows here, place for the TV, and of course there's TV connections and everything as well. I also have the dining room set up here, although this dining table is probably big for me, there's only me, but every now and then I do get visitors. Also in this room, I've set up an office desk. The office desk is an essential item for me because this is where I do my editing when I put my television programs together. But this old equipment is fairly old, but still working okay. A bit like me, I suppose. The kitchen, of course, has everything in it that you'd expect. We've got an oven, stove top separately, exhaust fans, and of course 2 sinks so that you can wash up and also rinse things. Plenty of storage cupboards here, and also over here we have a very large pantry, at least for one person. It's huge. Still, I've got a lot of gadgets, and I keep them in there too, so that I can, do things creatively in the kitchen.
A short walk down the hallway brings us to the bathroom and laundry. Naturally, it has an essential flushing toilet and shower, but also has a tumble dryer, a laundry sink, and of course, my old washing machine. This is right next to the main bedroom.
The master bedroom's really quite large. I've got a king-size bed in here, which of course it's only for me, but that's one we've had for years, so I've still got it. And naturally enough, it's got its own wardrobe here and plenty of storage for all your clothes. And of course, in my case, I've got too many of them too.
The second bedroom is much smaller, and although it looks a bit of a mess, it is my storage area for my cameras and a lifetime of files and videotapes of more than 300 hours of television programs. It's also my private gallery of pictures depicting my travels around Australia. Passing through the back door brings me to a quiet little outdoor backyard, so to speak. But here, no lawn to mow or gardens to weed. Every each unit here has its own facilities, so you have your own setup like this for drying your clothes and an area to sit, and it's all private. What more could you want?